Hi, my name is Daven from The Power of the Yin. Recently, I sent out an email featuring a quote by Joseph Campbell. That cave you fear to enter is where your power lies. In that email, I explained that in order to enter that cave, it's not that we no longer feel fear, it's that we feel the fear and we do it anyway. Right after I sent that email, I had this fear that I was supporting a message that is everywhere in our culture, which is don't feel your feelings, just keep moving forward. Stuff what you're feeling and get things done anyway. And that it's all about getting things done no matter what. And I want to make it really clear that that is not what I mean. So I've outlined 6 steps that I feel are essential in working with fear and still being able to step into your power. And I want to share those with you right now. The first step is to calm the nervous system. I'm talking about a physiological state of fear. This expresses itself as fight, flight, or fear. When our systems physiologically are revved up and in that state, we can't think clearly, everything is speeded up, we don't feel safe, and we can't see all the options that are available to us. Often it feels like we only have 2 choices, and those choices are extremes, polarities, neither of which feel tenable. We can't just get on top of this physiological state of fear by telling ourselves to calm down or talk ourselves out of it or hear the advice of a friend. Sometimes that can help, or write affirmations that help us visualize where we want to go. We actually need to work with it on a physiological level. And this is what biodynamic craniosacral therapy does, a very gentle, hands-on form of body work that helps to down-regulate the nervous system and bring it into a state of calm. The second step is slow down and listen deeply. Now, once you're taking care of that physiological state of fear, you can begin to get quiet. I spoke about how fear speeds things up. It conflates things, it makes it very difficult to prioritize, to know what's most important, and very difficult to listen to actually that inner voice of wisdom that is persistent, that is always there, but is sometimes very soft and can't be heard over the noise of fear. So when we slow down through meditation, through Qigong practice, with breath work, and begin to tune in, to begin to go inside, then we find we have a well of wisdom and a well of knowing what steps to take and what the priorities are. But we really have to slow down and get quiet to do that. The third step is get support. We cannot feel fear and do something anyway without support, without people who believe in us, without people who can help us discern and remind us about that deep, strong voice of our soul that's trying to come through. That support might come in the form of a partner or friends, the village, a circle of women, a therapist. We are not designed to go it alone as human beings. And this actually is related to a physiological phenomenon called the social nervous system. We need support. You can't go it alone. The fourth step, have faith. We as human beings have such a limited scope and a limited idea of what is possible. And in fact, there is an essential principle of the universe, which is that infinite resources are available to us at all times. So one aspect of faith is believing that that is true and opening to that possibility. The other aspect of faith is the belief that there are unseen forces that are supporting us, that are cheering us on, and that have endowed us with a gift that they want us to bring into the world. And they will actually do everything everything they can to bring that forward and support you in expressing that gift. Faith. The fifth step, have a sacred practice. A sacred practice is a space of time, hopefully every day, that you step into where you honor your deepest callings, you honor your body, you honor your wisdom, you honor those quiet voices that want to be heard. It is a space where you may have ritual practices that you do, where you pray, where you do qigong, where you meditate, where you ask for guidance. Sacred practice is where you form a relationship with those unseen forces that are supporting you, where you begin to embody that voice of your soul. You embody your soul in sacred practice. The final step, so all the steps I've described so far, I think of as steps of the yin, of the power of the yin. So the calming of the nervous system and quieting, states of rest, connecting with other people and intimacy, going inside, slowing down and listening, being receptive to messages that are trying to come through from the unseen world, and moving into a sacred, prayerful space. The sixth step is the yang, and it is essential. Of course, it is essential to a yin practice. We must be healthy in the yang. So sometimes there comes a time when all the processing, all the listening, all the slowing down is enough. And it's time to take a leap of faith, a jump into the unknown. This is a yang action of the heart. This is the same impulse as being willing to risk falling in love. And if we don't take risks, necessary, beautiful risks, literally our heart chi becomes sad. So there will be a time when your work is done and it is time to simply jump into the destiny that's waiting for you, knowing, feeling the faith that you will be welcomed with open arms and that your path is opening before you. It's a very exciting moment. So thank you so much for listening to those steps and letting me share those with you. All of the work that I do supports these steps, and it is my passion to help move you from a place of inertia, confusion, stuckness, even physical pain, and other expressions of fear, to helping you listen and hear the quiet but powerful voice of your soul, and to finally move into manifestation and take the risk of full expression of the gifts you are meant to offer in the world. I invite you to visit my website, davenlee.com, and learn more. Thank you.